Technology and science is as mysterious to most of us as the thought of discovering new worlds was to our forefathers centuries ago. But as you'll discover tonight, there are many dedicated young men and women working in high-tech industries, laboratories, even at home, who are helping to create better ways of living, working and relaxing for us all. Every day our world is becoming a better one in which to live through the efforts of young people such as those you're about to meet.
It's my pleasure to now introduce three of those young people Alison was referring to, the finalists in the Barrack Technology and Science Award.
25-year-old John Rumble's research into self-igniting mine fires and self-detonating explosives will be invaluable to the iron ore mining industry worldwide. John's research has, for the first time, clearly identified the complex chemical reactions responsible for deaths and costly shutdowns to mining operations. Field tests presently underway mean that John's chemical prohibitors could soon entirely eradicate one of mining's greatest and most costly dangers. Computer whiz kids are almost commonplace these days, but 23-year-old Tony Wilson is so talented at data communications technology, he is making the world sit up and take notice. Tony was instrumental in gaining an important US defense contract for WA company Computer Protocol, where he works as a programmer analyst. Tony's unwavering commitment to his work has been instrumental in winning valuable export earnings for Australia in the highly competitive field of computer technology. An achiever in the truest sense is 25-year-old Louisa Alessandri, an honours graduate in microbiology and PhD candidate in epidemiology at the University of WA. Despite a rare lifelong form of painful tendon and muscular dystrophy, Louisa has made her mark in science with 2 major research publications in an international journal and is well on her way to achieving her doctorate. Louisa has overcome daunting barriers to achieve outstanding success in her chosen field of science.
Winner, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Wilson. The Barrack Technology and Science Award is to be presented by the Managing Director of Barrack Technology, Mr. Brian Hamilton.
The United States Pentagon, one of the most powerful bodies in the world, the military think tank of the United States Defense Department. But it's taken a young West Australian, 23-year-old Tony Wilson, to help them solve a problem vital to their needs. He's provided the solution to a missing link in computer communication, which their own experts had overlooked.
We have a fairly unique product in itself, and what I needed to do was just interface it to their own equipment. And so that meant demonstrating that we could connect to their system.
The quietly spoken former Scarborough High School student is still a little overawed about being a trailblazer in a field dominated by American technology. But he's proud that a small West Australian company, Computer Protocol, can show the leaders a trick or two they didn't know.
They were surprised, pleasantly surprised, I think. I mean, you think all Americans have big heads, but they don't. You know, they're quite willing to listen to outside people if they know what they're talking about. You get one of these Aussie kangaroos who's coming to show us how to do it. They were mostly pleasant. They were just surprised that the American guys couldn't provide the solution that they needed. The problem is, when they're calling in,
convincing the Americans that he was right and they were wrong took several trips to the United States, working 16 hours a day, reprogramming and developing his unique system. And it was his dogged determination and round-the-clock work which won them over.
Well, there were times in the first month that I was there that I just felt like packing up and going home because the pressure that built up on us. But after a while, you get used to that, and you start to thrive on it eventually.
The end result is outstanding success and international recognition, sealed with a multi-million-dollar contract between Tony's company here at Technology Park in Bentley with the giant US Defense Department. And the greatest accolade for Tony, a condition of that contract, is that Tony personally does the work on site.
I was rather gassed at that. It was a pleasant surprise. They did see us doing the work, and that's probably what convinced them to do that.
Tony's meteoric rise from a high school mathematics and language whiz kid to a science degree with honours at WA University led to him being snapped up as a programmer analyst with his current employer. But he doesn't believe in all work and no play.
I still regard other people as my peers, almost. So you can never know enough to say that I'm better than someone else, because there's so many fields of interest at the moment. You can only really specialise in a particular area. And you can't say, I'm a computer whiz, because there's something out there that you wouldn't know about and someone else does.
And some words of advice for young achievers of the future.
I mean, anything worthwhile is hard. When I was younger, you learn that anything of value doesn't come by luck. It's by hard work and a bit of sacrifice.
Our congratulations to Tony.